You guys like poke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
Both types.
the place I like to go to. Both types. Yeah.
What's up, Pandis?
You're listening to the Pandesoul podcast.
Join us as we unpack the flavors of being Filipino
And American. We're your hosts, Dre Magix, the fictitious professor, and EJ Villaman.
And we hope you're hungry.
Because there's plenty to go around. What's up, Pandis? Welcome back to the Pandesoul podcast, the funniest podcast on the internet, also known as the Guapo and Pogi podcast, the Gago and Pangit, the Pen, Pineapple.
As you know, I'm always the and.
Oh,
yeah.
So all the bad ones should be the P?
Correct.
Okay.
Gangster and prankster.
Gangster and prankster, garlic and
Garlic and
Parmesan.
I was gonna say garlic and penis. Like, what the fuck?
That's
was
not a
that?
bad thing, though. That's the good one.
I mean, if that floats your boat,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if that tickles your pickles.
that was dinner and show. But yes, this week. Oh, we're your hosts. I'm the Dre Magix,
And I'm EJ Villaman.
I'm the fictitious professor.
and we have a special guest. Give it up for John Sousa, everybody.
Hey.
How's it?
Hey, what's up? See, like, okay, so you're from Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Hawaii has definitely a swag to it.
It's like a chill vibe for sure.
Yeah.
In Hawaii.
And I feel like because subcultures of Filipino people,
Mm-hmm.
like Hawaii is, because you have like LA, and then you have like Hawaii,
Yeah.
and then you have like Bay Area,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have like
OC.
OC,
Thank you.
and then fucking everywhere else.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it over there?
There, I was actually thinking about on the way here. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, what are you gonna ask me about?" And I was like, "They're guaranteed gonna ask me about like living in Hawaii as a Filipino." And I feel like it's different there because a lot of the Filipinos there are mostly Ilocano.
Yeah.
So coming here, it was kind of a culture shock because I wasn't used to like growing up with Tagalog. I was mostly growing up with like Ilocano in like my household. So when people were trying to speak to me, I only know a little bit, and I'm like, hindi ko alam. You know what I mean? Like, with the amount of like Tagalog that
That's
I
the
know,
same with us in reverse.
but-
We're,
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, no.
Kinayok it.
Oh. Opo.
But
Sige
yeah,
po.
so you want to tell them how this like whole thing got linked up?
Yeah, for sure.
cool.
So, like we were talking about earlier, I was a fan from the beginning when I seen one of you guys' videos, and then I was told by one of my pares that I look like EJ, without the beard. So I was like, I should make a video, like shout them out because I like you guys. I love you guys' podcast.
Dude,
So
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
yeah,
Appreciate
so I was like, you gotta support the community in any way.
And here you are in the community
Yeah,
in
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Full circle.
No,
Yeah,
because
I
like
know.
once I saw the duet, I'm like, yo, let's just get him on because like I see your content on TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like it's funny because we relate to it so much. We're basically the same.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, your
people.
Filipino card one. It's like it doesn't matter. Like you're all Filipino.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
I was like, dude, I felt
So-
that one.
So shit like that, and you're our first actual. I was telling you earlier, you're our first actual like collab that we didn't know beforehand.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't know, this is actually our first time meeting.
Surprisingly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's chill vibes because it's like talking to a cousin. It's talking to like
Yeah,
everyone else, right?
Yeah.
So when you made why did you make the move out here?
So I'm pursuing music. So I'm an audio engineer. I was talking with Vic on the way here. I'm like a recording engineer, mixing engineer. I produce from time to time, but like I'm first and foremost like I'm a musician. So I played ukulele, of course,
Hey,
typical
yeah.
Filipino.
Do you know the FilAm national anthem?
Yeah, Lemonade.
Yeah.
You know, I know. You know, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
on the spot.
Yeah.
It's either that or kilo,
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I play ukulele and then I play sax too.
Bro,
Oh, really?
Dude, you
Someone
are the
else
same
plays
thing.
Oh my god.
Shit. Do you do magic also?
Right here.
Tito Magic.
Tito Magic.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking funny. So you're out here now, doing the thing, and then you just started doing TikTok. Like, what's your kind of story with TikTok?
TikTok, I mean, it's like everybody, just started during the pandemic. I mean, I think I was a little late in the game. I was looking up from time to time, I just look up my old videos.
Yeah.
And I seen, I think I started in October of 2020.
Mm.
And then it didn't get like traction till like I posted like this kind of like lip singing karaoke of a Tito boy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think it was featuring like one of Yo Villame's
Yes.
songs. Yeah, yeah,
Yo, yeah.
yeah.
That guy's awesome.
And then after that, it just went from there, and I didn't think it would get as big as it did right now. Like, yeah, I'm a small content creator, but I mean, I'm happy with all like the opportunities I get.
Yeah.
You know, just
Like,
like
hell yeah.
this, going to podcasts, getting like free merch from like some
Hey.
Filipino brands. And
Shout
stuff
out
like
to
that.
La
Shout
Stock
out,
Bro.
shout out La Stock Bro. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
They actually, yo, let's talk, bro. Thank you for the stickers. I've been meaning to do like a public shout out, but like, shit gets busy. Like, dude, I took a photo of the stuff they sent us, and I had this whole plan. I'm just bad at shit like that. Where
Yeah.
I was like, I was gonna scratch out the address and like,
Oh,
do all
yeah.
the
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
and I just like got busy. Like,
Oh,
there's no
yeah, yeah.
excuse. I'm just like a shit like content creator. Like
Yeah,
that.
just like fell through the cracks.
Yeah, but yo, thank you so much for the stickers. It's big and it won't fit on any of the like stuff I have, but we'll use it somewhere. So,
We'll figure it. Yeah.
We'll put both of our computers together. and-
Yeah.
so
And
shout
maybe
out
you can
to,
send us a sticker in half, cut in half already.
The last.
Yeah.
And song gets a told.
right,
Yeah.
dude.
Or maybe like a 3-piece sticker where it's
Oh, like a peace sign.
like
Yeah.
a like a friendship with
Yeah, like we went
Friendship.
together.
I don't know,
Friendship-
fucking like
necklace?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Exodius.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, one of our like another artist creative in our community
Yeah.
organized like a luau.
Oh, okay.
Cause she does has like a dance company out here and just all the like Polynesian, like what is it, Eastern Polynesian, Western Polynesian, I forget, like
Yeah.
with like
All of it.
Hawaiian,
All of
yeah,
Polynesia.
Tahiti, Samoan, and like just doing like those like it felt like a very typical luau that you would go to like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
tourists and stuff.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
because I want to know more about it. Because the thing I noticed was the pacing and the rhythm of all the jokes was very much like my magic shows, where the humor is all kind of like older uncle humor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
boomer humor, Tito humor.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
A
Where,
lot of like, oh, I hate my spouse or they're annoying. Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It was like, oh, I
Just
told you to wait in the
Yeah.
car type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Right? So is that like, obviously, Hawaii isn't just that, right?
Right.
But like, did you have experience with that culture over there?
Yeah, of course. Back in Hawaii,
That's
I
mostly
know,
like tourist culture, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of tourist culture. Just the typical Hawaii humor. Like I knew I grew up with like a lot of old Hawaii comedians like Agi T and like Andy Bumatai, and I now know there's like a boom of like new what you call it, like Hawaii comedians like Tumua. I don't know if you
Dude,
see
I
it.
watch too
You know
much
who that is?
stuff
Okay.
all the time.
Yeah. He's the new wave of like I feel like Hawaii comedy for
Mm.
sure. Yeah.
Cool. And isn't it? Oh, fuck. What's her name? She's Filipina, but she's like the buff one.
Oh, Kitty from
Kitty
Vegas.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Hawaii also. No?
Yes. No, I think so. I think
Okay,
so.
cool. Yeah. So just like a few other content creators that y'all should go check out. Kitty Pineapple and Tumua. They're dope.
Yeah,
Just,
they're
like,
hilarious. They're hilarious.
watching their stuff. And then you said a lot of the Filipinos out there were Ilocano,
Yeah.
right? So what are the culture shock like differences you noticed? I guess.
Yeah, is there like a like Hawaiian culture, Ilocano culture, and then is there like a mix where it's kind of like elements borrowed from each other?
I feel like there is because like Filipinos they have like that island feel, right? So like being in Hawaii, you don't feel as out of place because we are in an island. So
Right.
yeah, the culture there is similar to what it would be in like the Philippines if it's like closer to the beaches. Because like my dad is from Ilocos, so he used to live by the beach.
Oh, she like
Yeah.
grew up there.
Yeah. And so when he moved to Hawaii, he moved to this place called Nanokuli, and that's near beaches too. So it wasn't as much of a change for him. I mean, first and foremost, like he had to learn how to speak
Language,
English.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
language. But if anything, he was living the same life. He used to fish in Ilocos.
Yeah.
He would fish in Hawaii too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of research where it's like even from like the folks from the Philippines traveling across the ocean to the Polynesian islands,
Mhm.
and even just like in the tattoo traditions, it's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like similarities in the like icons and stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it's like it feels like super distant cousins in
Yeah.
terms of like culturally.
Yeah, because I mean, the history in Hawaii for Filipinos started with the cicadas when they came for like the plantation, so sugar plantation, pineapple plantation, and then it just started that wave from there for Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's wild. When my family we'd go like Hawaii for a vacation, we just get buddy with any of the Filipino workers,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
just like hook it up because
Yeah.
it's just like kaibigans
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
So like tattoo culture, right? Like what are the I don't know, do you see can you yourself see the difference between like a tattoo with like Filipino like origins and like just the like Polynesian origins, I guess? I don't know
Yeah.
what the
I feel like for me, I can tell the difference because like for some Polynesian tattoos, they're more bolder in the lines when compared to like Filipino tattoos, they're like a bit thinner. You know, what
are
I
they
mean?
like
And
more
even,
intricate?
Like the traditional styles.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the motifs, I think, like for some Polynesian tattoos, they're more triangular, bold triangles.
Oh shit.
Or like Maori tattoos are more like wavy
Oh yeah.
compared
true.
to like Filipino tattoos. Yeah, it's like just very fine lines, depending on like the motifs that you're trying to get your tattoo.
Mm. Dude, one thing I want to know is, so we Dre and I talk a lot about what we refer to as a kalatkan.
Yeah.
What was
Like
that?
like it's like, have you
I
ever
know what you're saying.
done
Okay,
like do you grow up like performing or going to like shows?
Yeah, a little
There's
bit.
like
yeah.
fundraising shows usually put on by like a Filipino,
Like
like
a
some kind
concert.
of benefit,
Yeah,
An
yeah.
but the
organization.
like show poster has like 20 performers on it, and it's like
Yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been part of those, but I know you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God.
Yeah.
'Cause-
because it's like I'm always just curious to see if like other folks experience, because it's like growing up primarily here in LA, like we know that experience and
you
seeing
know, that scene of
Mhm.
like the like restaurant with a stage
Mm.
and
Yeah.
like 30 singers singing like ballads
Yeah, yeah.
throughout the
Mhm.
night, and you're trying
Slow
to order
jams.
this like
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like
Yeah.
somebody in the audience who wasn't supposed to perform, but then the host is like, oh hey,
Yeah,
so
just
and
come
so's here.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Can
Nah,
you
that
like do
has-
a number and just like what? Where did this guy come from?
Yeah,
Or
but
like,
he's already set with a number.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
like, "Oh, I'm
his
not
set
pre-
list.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared. And it has, like,
no, but it's in
full
here
size
though.
guitar.
I think
Yeah.
it's art.
It's
He
always
has
ready,
it.
stays ready.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
about that life.
So out here, are there any like performance like communities? You like how are you navigating out here? Just solo dolo or?
Well, I know I've gone to like I think they're called Sunday Jump. It's in High
Oh,
Five.
you've been going
Oh,
to Australia?
shit.
Dude,
I went to there once.
which one? When?
Which one? We were
Uh,
not there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
the one that you
crazy
guys
because
weren't at.
that's like we.
That's like our community.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
really?
go there
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah, yeah. I went.
Were you there last month or 2
No,
months
no,
ago?
no.
Okay.
I haven't been at all
This year.
This year.
Okay.
Okay.
I think the one time I went was in October or September.
Of last year.
Yeah, of last year. Yeah,
Mm.
Oh, because like History Month or whatever.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you should go with us too.
Yeah,
Do
play
they have that
saxophone.
in?
No.
Do
Please.
they celebrate that in Hawaii? Because I know here they make a big deal about like, oh, FilAm History Month or like
Yeah.
Asian American Heritage Month. Do you guys-
Not that I know of. I haven't. I
Ah.
think that's the difference too. Like, I know like compared to Hawaii, here they really celebrate like, Filipino history, Filipino people, whether it be like in October for Filipino History Month or
Yeah.
like AAPI month.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not familiar with that in Hawaii.
That's
I wonder why
Every day,
that
every
is.
day is celebrated. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
To be
true.
Filipino.
Yeah.
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 Yo.
And I mean that's the premise I've always lived under, just because I never felt the need to celebrate extra.
Mm.
Because you're already celebrating. You're
Yeah,
already-
I'm
that's
like,
why I'm
dude,
living.
every time I eat rice, I'm celebrating my culture. Right?
Yo, yeah.
Every time I have
Yeah.
food,
Rice
Leg
is
dude,
life. Rice.
Yeah.
is
Yo,
hell yeah.
leg up.
Rice is
leg
life.
up or leg down,
Yeah.
Leg up.
Yeah.
and then the Filipino napkin.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The sniff. The
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, bro. Food
Yeah.
tastes better when your legs up. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for
Yeah,
sure,
for
for
sure.
sure.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's strange now because I wasn't always in the LA performance scene, right? I started in my hometown, which is like closer to Carson, Long Beach,
Oh, okay.
and we were just doing our thing. But our city was pretty diverse. And then I come out to LA, and they're like, "Oh, there's like events," and I'm like, "Why am I getting booked so much in October?" right? I'm like, I do a lot of shows in October now, and I'm like, oh, it's because they're celebrating. Also, please keep booking me. Like, I
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah,
for the.
book
Don't
me
stop.
too.
Thank
You
you
can
for
book EJ too for
book all of
saxophone.
us. Book John as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
thank you for helping us support our family.
Yeah,
like, thank you. But yeah, it's just interesting that why the people here feel the need to celebrate it. Is it like too diverse, where it's like, oh, we need to scream our name out loud, right? Which I get, but also like I can argue against it, right?
Yeah,
In a
for
perfect
sure.
world, you wouldn't have you didn't feel a need, and you would just feel celebrated the whole time,
Right. Yeah, I know for me, there's like some history that I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for like
For sure.
Yeah.
fam content or like events or like going to an event and an organizer talking about certain history points
Yeah,
and then being interested in learning more stuff on my own.
for sure.
Wait, so John, when did you move here?
I moved here kind of 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Oh, shit,
Like
okay.
peak pandemic. So
Yeah.
lucky I got my apartment pretty cheap. My car, or my first car, before my fiance got into a car crash.
Oh,
Shout
She
out.
good?
Yeah,
Like,
she good. She good.
I'm glad
It was
she's
it was
good.
all. She's good. But
The car is just not.
yeah, but that car was cheap. Our other car was pretty decent too, decently priced. So we got lucky for sure. And like I think like the first year, it was nice just being inside, just trying to get used to like California in general, cause
Yeah.
yeah, big change from like island life to like LA,
Jeez,
cause
really?
like so fast paced now. Like,
Dude,
you
I
know
can't
what mean?
imagine how
Yeah.
that changes
Yeah.
for you, man.
That's crazy too,
Yeah.
because like whenever I travel, if I have like to go tour things, I always notice the pace of the city.
Mhm.
Right, like I did a thing in Seattle, or like even like Bend,
Oh yeah.
right?
that's
And I'm like,
Oregon.
my favorite places.
yeah, Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
Chateau.
Oh, you have to
Shut-
bend
yeah,
to get
oh,
to your
yeah,
favorite
yeah,
places.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Chateau, Oregon. Chateau,
Shuttle.
Washington.
Yeah. But it's like I met some dude and he's like, we were sitting on his porch on a rocking chair, and I'm like, it's so foreign to me. Like I liked it, right? Because it was a change of pace. And I'm like, so every day's like this? Because it was like Friday. Like every day's like this? Like what? And he's like, yeah, dude, I work at a grocery store. I drink cheap. I eat good. And I sit on my porch. And I'm like, I would hate that. Like it's cool for a vacation,
Yeah.
but it's not what I'm used to at all. So I can really relate to the change in pace of the whole city.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause like, with friends here, you really have to plan. You know, when you're gonna meet,
yeah.
where you're gonna eat
Yeah.
at, if you're gonna even eat, or you know what
Right.
bar you're gonna drink.
Yeah.
Back in Hawaii, you just call up your friends and like they'll come whenever, and they bring like 6-pack beer at your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just more like chill and laid back that way compared
Yeah.
to like here in LA.
So did you come here blind, or like did you have some sort of like kind of support group?
I kind of had some kind of a support group because I've been here like a few times for like school trips. So,
Dang,
but that's
a
way
school trip?
different from like actually like
Right,
coming
right,
to live
yeah.
here, you
Yeah,
know. So I had a little bit of an insight as to how like California as a whole is, but like actually living like it was a big change for sure.
Dang. So
Yeah.
like, what part of California do you go to like kind of feel a little at home for you? Like, you don't go to Hawaiian Gardens, right? Like,
Bruh.
Never been, but I've heard.
Have
I've
you heard
heard.
it?
I've heard.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, like the California in Vegas
Yeah.
is like a big Hawaiian casino.
yeah, yeah.
Bro.
Lately I've been going to Torrance.
Dude, that's
Yo.
right
Yeah.
next to me.
Oh,
that's
really?
Carson.
Yo.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
What do you
Yeah.
do out in Torrance? Because there's nothing. The beach. The beach.
No,
The
no.
food spots?
The food spots for
Nice.
sure. I can find like places similar to Hawaii. Even like the grocery stores there are similar to Hawaii
Oh, like
too.
in
Oh,
Gardena
yeah.
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
that's good.
Have you
Yeah.
been to the bowling alley, the cafe in that bowling alley?
Gardena Cafe. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
dude.
recently went. I just
Dude.
recently
I've been
went.
hearing about it. Is legit? Is the vibe?
I don't know.
You got some opinions? Got some hot takes?
I got some hot takes because
Yeah, let me know.
so I went there just recently, maybe 2 weeks ago. I tried their Simon. You familiar with Simon?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
a ramen.
Yeah.
Thinking like, cause I seen the picture, I was like, this looks like exactly like Hawaii, and then I tasted it, and I was like,
No.
it's all right. It's all right. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like super
Yeah,
good, but
nothing's ever gonna match up to nostalgia.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was like
It got
feel
the-
my fix.
Yeah,
you know?
got
yeah.
the job done. Yeah,
Yeah.
scratch
Yeah.
that itch a little bit.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's we have some places back home in Lahaina.
Mm-hmm.
Is a cool spot in Carson, which
Yeah.
is like where I did my first open mic,
Oh, shoot.
which is
Dang.
wild. I haven't been there. It's like down the street from my house. I haven't been there since 2011. That's when my first open mic was.
Dang.
And I go back like earlier this year and sit at like my same table, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking trippy.
Yeah.
But it was a Hawaiian food spot. That bowling alley is a very Gardena like staple. Like everyone
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because who would have thought like a
Mm-hmm.
Hawaiian diner in a bowling alley?
Right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm down to try it again.
Yeah.
Give it a chance, you know, like, because I know they have oxtail soup. Love oxtail soup. And I didn't get the chance to try it that time, but I want to go back for
Yeah.
sure. I
Mm.
want to give it another chance.
I think there's like a Hawaiian restaurant in North Hollywood somewhere.
Is it,
I don't remember what it's called.
I think, not in North Hollywood, but in Studio City, there's
Oh,
this
that's what it
place called Ohana Barbecue. And it's similar to like the barbecue plates you get at Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but don't get me started with Ono's Hawaiian barbecue. I was
Oh,
like, no, thank
It
you.
ain't it.
It ain't it.
Dude, I
It
had
ain't
the
it.
worst Hawaiian food of my life. Listen, okay, so I've been doing this thing now that I'm older, where I quantify the best and worst things I've had in my life.
All right.
So the worst Hawaiian food I've ever had in my life is also in Oregon, but it was like,
In Aloha,
huh?
isn't there a place called Aloha?
I don't
Or-
know. Like I don't. Also, I wouldn't shout out the name specifically because that's fucked up. But like the
He
food
got
was
boundaries.
so,
He got boundaries.
it was so nasty. Like the mac salad. Like who uses shells, dog? Like ugh.
Oh my god.
Like Velveeta shells, but it was
Yeah.
like mac salad. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was like done. I didn't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do research when you go to a city. You play to their strengths.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
No,
wasn't
dude.
expecting you to go
But
Hawaiian
the
food.
best burrito I've ever had in my life was in Seattle, Washington.
No.
Dang.
Yeah,
I don't
and I
believe that.
only remember it because the sign said San Diego's best burrito. Like that's how they marketed it.
Oh.
And then
yeah.
I looked it up in San
It's
Diego.
Cheetos.
Huh?
Was it Cheetos?
It might have been.
Because
But
there's like one burrito spot in there's like voted as the best.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this.
no, I looked it up in San Diego, and there's no place with the same name. Like it was
Oh.
just their marketing thing.
That's smart though.
Yeah.
That's very smart.
So I'm
San
like,
Diego
oh,
has really good burritos.
It was dope. It was dope.
You guys like poke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
down.
For me,
Both types.
the place I like to go to. Both types. Sorry, I put myself into it. But just poke and Redondo is close to what.
I've been.
Yeah,
Just
I
Poke,
like it.
Just Poke, Redondo Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause like the first place I went to, I'm not gonna shout them out because I really thought it was not that
Wait,
great.
what was it? We'll bleep it.
We bleep it?
Yeah.
I think it was called. Or no. It was in Glendale.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 Because
But,
there's in Carson there are a few poke spots, and I liked all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just because like it was legit, like poke, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was the. Have you been?
Dude, like 10 years ago, poke spots were like popping up
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then like closing down almost immediately because there's so market was so saturated.
Yeah.
So I guess all of the or I guess most of the better ones are the ones that
The
survived.
survive.
Are we talking about like the ones they make like salads or like actually just the fish itself?
No, just to fit. Like so,
Just
they
to
had
fit,
it
yeah.
like the market style where it was like just a tub of the like what that
Yeah.
flavor was,
Yeah.
like the oyster or the like spicy mayo, and you like
Because I've been led
like
to
market
like
style.
different places because they once people find out I'm from Hawaii, they suggest like, oh, you should try this poke spot. I
Yeah.
go or I check it out. It's like the salad type. I don't know,
Oh,
like,
Yeah.
or the
with
like
thing
the
over
like
the
build
bowl.
your own bowl shit.
Yeah. I'm like, no, this is not it.
Chipoke.
Yeah, yeah.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
Um,
Damn.
that's okay. So leading into this, like, what are the kind of like tropes and like stereotypes you're tired of hearing, like being from Hawaii or whatever, or even like comedically, right? Because we
Yeah.
talk about it on our pod,
Mm-hmm.
where like anytime you get like a Filipino comedian, they always talk about like
Being a nurse,
nursing,
yeah.
or, like the accent, or,
Yeah.
like,
Or like telling somebody, oh, I'm Filipino. Oh, my wife's Filipino. Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, my sister-in-law is Filipino. Or like,
Yeah.
Love lumpia.
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know. For Hawaii, I know they stereotype Hawaii people as saying that we live in shacks. We don't have
Aw.
internet. I'm like, first of all, Hawaii had electricity before the U.S. in the Iolani
Yeah.
Palace. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Bam. Mic
yeah,
drop.
mic drop,
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like I'm like, yeah, I have like a 2020 whale that I go to drive all around. Like, nah, like another stereotype is what you call it? They think everybody in Hawaii surfs, and I might get ducked for this, but I don't surf. Yeah, I'm not one of those.
Call I'm Filipino and I can't sing, so same.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
same shit.
Same,
Like,
same, same.
Yeah. What about like in terms of comedy and like content, right? Because we're all content creators.
Yeah.
Like on TikTok, what are the things you're just like fucking like you don't need this. We don't gotta make jokes about this thing anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. There are some things I try to stray away from, but I know it gets the views. Like Filipinos being nurses, Filipinos
Right.
knowing how to sing,
Mm.
Filipinos all playing basketball or liking to play basketball for some reason.
So that's one that like we don't get a lot.
Yeah.
But like one of our old guests, and that episode got like trashed.
Oh.
But he said like a common thing old Filipino guys do. He's like, man, whenever I play basketball, they always like bank shot.
Dude, that's the whole thing. They love the bank shot. They're like, bank shot, Tim Duncan.
And I'm
boom,
like,
Rick
oh,
Fox."
that's like a nuanced thing. That's like no one use it if you want in your
the
content.
fundamentals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else. I mean,
My tito did the no look free throw. He's like, oh, no look, no look.
That's awesome.
What are you doing?
They're so passionate about it.
To
It's
like
great.
show off.
It's awesome though.
Jerk.
Yeah. Shaquille.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lakers.
Lakers.
So yeah, what are the like things you kind of shy away from, or like you don't want to fuck with?
I mean, I usually just try to dip myself into some things. Like,
yeah.
I know I'm always about the Tita Baby content and like
Yeah.
the Tito Boy content. Those personalities.
But yeah, that's an
Filipino
endless
guy.
well though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in terms of that kind of shit, as long as you like do put yourself in it, like it's
Yeah.
great,
Mhm.
you know.
Mm.
So
Is there like a Hawaiian Ilocano like specific like Tito aesthetic?
Shit.
Nah, it's the same.
Still
It's
the
the same.
same, yeah.
Wow,
That's
kinda
good to
nice.
know.
I feel
That's
like
nice to
there's
know.
more Tito boys, like just laid back, the drunk uncle always having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more of that. But yeah. And then definitely a lot of Tita babies, you know, the life of the party
yeah,
type of personality. Like, even though like the content I'm putting out now is more like Tita Marites, I never really encountered as much until coming here. So
Yo, yeah.
People
Yeah.
want to test all the time. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they just love drama.
yeah.
Love it.
that like
What's
clutch
the
your purse.
latest? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the newest kind of thing.
Oh, I know what I try to stray away from, like exaggerated Filipino accent.
Yes,
I try to do, if I do an accent, it's speaking normally. Like if my parents were to speak, because it's not like very, they don't have a heavy Filipino accent, but you can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I stray away from. Definitely, it's a very exaggerated accent.
Fuck
Yeah, the caricatured.
yeah.
accents.
It doesn't need to be a cartoon.
Yeah, that's like something
Okay.
we've talked about
Yeah.
too. It's like what's the reason you're doing an accent? Is it to help paint the character? Is it like a punch up? Is it like helping enhance the like vision of whatever character you're trying to
Yeah.
create? Or is the joke the accent?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the pronunciation.
That's
which is
like
Exactly.
a lot of the like stand-ups and stuff, maybe on stage, would just like is that the cartoonized like,
caricature.
oh, you're
yeah.
going over there, which is like they don't really talk like that, right? So I mean, to each their own. Like
Right.
however they're gonna get their
Yeah.
nut, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Always
If
get
that's
my
if
nut.
that's someone's content, you do you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like, and there's a whole argument of, oh, they're setting our culture back, but I'm like, dude, people have been doing that shit since the beginning of time, right?
Mhm.
So that's one of those things that I've learned to just like let go.
Mm.
Yeah.
I got a quick question.
Go, Sige.
Because you have a lot of content and a lot of comments. Like, what are your... We've talked about this before, but like, what type of hate comments have you been getting?
Ooh.
And like,
That's how you know you made it, bro.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I think it
Let's
was
let's do, like favorite hate comment, and then one that was like so absurd. It's like what does that even?
Yeah.
I remember when I was first starting out, I think I used like this sound bit where it was someone, like a tita, just kind of yelling and arguing.
Mhm.
But my video was like trying to chime into the drama. And like one of the comments,
Dude,
one of the comments was from this tita. She's like, "Why? What's the point of?" This is the most hated one. Because I was just like taken back by it. But she was like, "Why are you? What's the point of this? Like, are you trying to like back off on our culture? Like, bash on our culture?" And I was like, first of all, are you on TikTok? I think you need to go back to Facebook.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
This is not your area.
Right.
You know? But
This is not your table.
yeah,
Right.
this is not your table. But what's funny is that the followers I had at the time were defending me. Like they were saying, this is just to point out, how our families are. It's just it's a play on our family ethics and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then
Yeah, it's like you're speaking from an actual observation
Yeah.
that you've
Yeah.
experienced.
yeah, it's real life.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't take it in, then
I mean, maybe the comment was from the other side where they're
It's
oblivious
too,
to
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Or it's
Yeah.
too real.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's too real.
If you think this
'Cause
way,
they
you
might be
probably
the
are
one.
the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
The satire
Yeah.
was so good they thought it was like,
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
Thought
yeah.
it was real.
Mhm.
The best comment I had or best hate comment actually was I think one of my videos that got a lot of views was trying pork adobo at Disneyland.
Ah.
I had a lot of like comments saying like, or cause what did I say? Or they were saying basically the average comment was saying, "Why are you getting it from there? Like it's so expensive." Of like, but I'm like, this is
That's the
Disney.
point of
That's
the-
the
Right.
point of it.
That's the point of the
That's the
content.
point of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the joke.
Yeah.
And just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
missed it.
yeah.
Fully missed it. Yeah.
And that was crazy because that one got comments not just from like US but all over. Like I got some comments from the Philippines. I'm like,
So, ang mahal?
what?
Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, it's like if you're at Disneyland, like try it, just like compare. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
people were saying like, my mom's adobo is better. Like,
Well,
Of
duh-
course.
Yeah.
of course,
These
you
are
know.
all
Yeah.
givens. Yeah.
Not saying your mom's adobo is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
But your mom doesn't live in a castle.
Yeah. But your mom's not Mickey Mouse.
Exactly.
Dude, those like clapbacks are
Yeah.
my favorite shit, man.
Yeah.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 32 this year.
Ah, you're
Oh, neat.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, same age.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Oh, yeah,
Nin-
yeah.
Remember that? Wait, how old?
91.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Damn,
cool.
you guys are born in the 90s?
Nice.
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Um, Yo, but like, okay, so what Tito do you think? What archetype of Tito do you think you're
Oh yeah,
turning
have
into?
you decided?
Tito boy.
Tito
Yeah,
boy?
do you
Yeah,
feel
Okay,
but
like-
like, what's the fit look like?
Yeah,
What's the
The
like?
fit?
What are you doing at the party?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Are you like the educator? Are you like,
Yeah.
oh, you know,
Tw-
there
tw-
was a...
yeah, 20 years from now at the family function,
Oh, man.
name the fit and like
Yeah.
what are you gonna say to all the like nieces and nephews?
The fit is for sure polo shirt with the Philippines on it. Very
Dude.
bright.
Yeah.
The
though.
big one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
The
big
big
one.
one.
Yeah, it has to
It
be the
covers
big
your
one.
whole
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
Like,
my God.
What?
Tip,
Yeah, what
yeah.
color polo? What color embroidery?
Yeah, that's a big,
Yeah.
that's a big
That's a big
detail.
one?
Yeah.
Red for good luck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
there you
then
go.
Yellow for the Philippine Islands. And then big gold chain, gold like watch
Then
for sure.
Cuban links, TP chain. What
Yeah.
you got? Which one?
It's not a rosary.
From Green Hills?
Yeah,
Oh dang, GHE.
Dang. Green Hills specials.
Green Hills
yeah, that's a
edition.
fit.
Yeah.
Tucked in shirt for sure. Tucked in shirt. And
Matching polo belt.
Yeah. Jean denim,
Dude.
jeans.
Iron, no iron.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then
Light starch.
Wait, do you guys put starch in your jeans? How does that work?
They do.
They do. They get their jeans
Heavy
dry
starch,
cleaned.
bro.
Yeah.
It's
I
to
never
crease.
understood
It's
Yeah.
gonna, it's gonna crack.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure being the drunk uncle, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The drunk uncle causing a scene, because there's that guy too.
No. Just the
like
drunk
the
uncle.
low-key.
Yeah.
Drunk uncle having a good time, you know. what I
Hell
mean?
yeah. You're the one feeding the drinks to the minor.
Don't look. Don't tell,
Yeah, yeah.
don't tell your dad. Don't tell your mom.
I already talked to your mom.
Wanna
It's
smell
fine.
beer?
Don't worry
She
about
said
it.
it's
I'm
okay.
not-
She's
Yeah.
I'm not there yet,
Yeah.
but I'm for sure like, oh, can you get me a beer? I'll give
Yeah.
you $5.
the
You
fridge,
know?
yeah.
Get two, you can have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Tell your mom it's for me.
yeah. Hell yeah. So, what is your favorite thing about moving? Like after you moved to LA?
There's just a lot of things to do here, like meeting new people, like trying new food places. Like I'm a big foodie, you know what I mean?
okay.
Like, so I like to try new places to eat.
Five favorite spots that you've been to
right
so
now?
far.
Just poke, dollar hits for
Oh,
sure.
cool.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dollar hits is guaranteed one place.
What time of day did you go to Dollar Hits?
The time I went, I think I went. The one time I went was maybe 8 o'clock
At night?
So they were
on
doing the
on a
thing already.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
had the
yeah.
grills outside already.
yeah,
Yeah, and the
yeah.
tita was going around asking everyone where they're
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's her favorite. Like
Oh, yeah,
what-
no,
it's so
whatever
good.
whatever tita is in charge that night, that's like her favorite thing. She's
Yeah.
like, "Where are you from?"
Yeah, and I was like, I'm from Hawaii. Like, welcome Hawaii.
Yeah,
Thank you. Can I just get my?
It's like a strip club shout out.
yeah. It's like the music's like way too loud.
Yeah.
It's like the
welcome to
flashing
the
lights.
stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Those two places. Dang, it's hard. But for sure, dollar hits. Just poke. Let's see. There's this place in like Little Tokyo. I think it's called Torigaya or Goya or something like that. It's like a yakitori place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that place.
Dude, it's a
Very
good
like
spot.
chill spot, like
Mhm.
izakaya vibes. Let me see.
You gotta check out our boys' spot, Hi-Fi Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hi-Fi Kitchen.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi.
Yeah.
Also, Park's Finest.
Dude, Park's
I
Finest.
haven't tried, but I heard a lot.
It's great.
I heard a lot of
Bro,
great things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're into like drinks and cocktails, the bar next door, Thunderbolt, is owned by the same folks.
You know, I seen like a TikTok of it, and I was like, I really
Yeah.
want to go to this place.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's good
Oh, yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
We'll set up a thing. We'll all go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for
Like
sure.
Like they have like their take on the like an old fashioned, the P-Town
Ooh.
Boxing Club.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
Is that, that's what it's called? P-Town
P-Town Boxing
Pizza
Club.
boxing.
Okay.
It's
I
an
love
old fashioned.
old-fashions, yeah.
Instead of orange, it's pandan.
Mhm.
Pandan
Oh,
bitters.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
calamansi is.
It's,
Yeah, and then they have
Pandan,
a they have a
dude, it's
cocktail that
good.
uses like ampalaya,
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
which at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but then it grew on me. It's
It
kind of
balances
like
it.
a Negroni where there's like
Okay,
the
yeah.
bitterness to it.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta
So
try
it's
that.
like very
Yeah,
yeah,
not
it's good.
old
It's a good balance.
Oh, okay. Are you guys fan of Ampaliado?
Hell no.
can't do it, bro.
I still can't do it, yeah.
I'm trying to get used to it.
Dude, I
You-
feel like that's
okay.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to live a longer life.
Every time it's presented, you
Yeah.
always try it.
This is
You're
the
like,
day.
This is the time it's
Yeah.
gonna taste
Like
great.
Yeah.
I want to make my ancestors so proud,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I can't.
And it
Need,
doesn't.
I need that vitamin A.
My like bastard American tongue can't do
Yeah.
it. You know, like
yeah. It's like
I
maybe.
can do like the leaves, but not the actual fruit. Like the leaves, I can do, but I have to like douse it with like bagoong and like kamatis,
Dang.
you
Yeah.
know,
I
on
haven't
top
tried
of like a
those.
lot of rice.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
like hot sauce sriracha or something,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
pinakorat, spicy vinegar.
yeah, and like don't try and hide it. Like we know there's egg on
Yeah.
it. It still looks like
right,
ampalaya, bro.
right.
Okay, so if we were to go to Hawaii, what are the top 3 food spots we need to go to? And don't give us like like we want the like local.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're like
Legit.
we visit with you.
Yeah,
like,
you're
this is
taking
where
us
we're
around.
going.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
3
So for sure, I'd bring you guys to this place called Fort Ruger's. So they do poke bowls, but with Filipino food too. So you can get poke with like pinakbet or lechon
shit.
kawali.
Oh
yeah,
damn!
and they're like
Way.
fat bowls. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope.
That place for sure.
Okay,
the-
like
the
when you-
styrofoam bowl like almost about to break.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
that's
When
it.
you described it, I just had the like vibe of like a just like a beautiful person walking by, and I was like, ooh,
yeah, yeah.
like that's the vibe I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, for sure we're going.
That
Was
place.
it called
for
Fort?
Sure. Fort Ruger.
Fort Ruger.
Yeah. Rutger.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That place for sure. I'm pretty sure if like my fan or what some of my friends that watch this, I'll always say Bob's Barbecue, and that's like for me legit Hawaii barbecue.
Mm.
And
Okay.
it's like in this like little shack place, like really run down but really good, like Hawaiian barbecue, like teriyaki.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That place is good. And for good Simon, this hole in the wall place called Palace Simon, where their menu is on one of those like theater boards or whatever.
Oh,
like in
Oh,
Marquee.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
They,
yeah.
like they have to stick the letters.
Yeah,
in.
yeah. That's their
Oh,
menu,
yeah.
and it's
Nice.
like maybe 3-4 items and that's it.
Damn.
Cash only.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how you know, bro. If it's
Yeah,
cash only.
Yeah, everything
like-
everything
Yeah.
you're saying is like green flag, green
Yeah,
flag,
yeah,
green
no
flag.
buzz,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
green flags that are green. Wait,
Hell
what
yeah.
island is this?
Oahu. I'm from
Okay.
Oahu. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Well, yeah, I'm trying to eat.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
wrap.
Yo, real quick, thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the pandesoul podcast and watching us with our special guest John Sousa. Where can I find you on all the internet things?
You can find me on John Seuss, JONSEUSS, on Instagram and TikTok.
Hell yeah, and we're already following because his content's so dope. I mean,
Very.
we've been watching it before we even met, so it's like this is like our first actual collab, so it's a nice like dope thing that we
Yeah,
can
this
start
is sick.
doing.
This is sick
Mhm.
for sure.
Oh yeah, and we're like happy to have you back. We'll schedule another
Yeah.
one, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
guarantee.
But yes, thank you for watching us here at the Pandesoul podcast. We're your hosts. I'm the Dre Magics,
EJ
The
Villaman.
fictitious professor.
and please watch all our past episodes on Apple Music,
Apple
Spotify,
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts,
Ben
and
Pineapple, Apple Podcasts.
Spotify, and YouTube, and catch us on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. And until then,
Don't forget your button.
peace.
Peace.
O sige na, Pandis.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Pandesoul.
And check out previous episodes on Spotify and YouTube.
Thanks for laughing, and join us next week because there's enough Pandesoul to go around.
And don't forget your baon!